On our first day in Malta itself, we went to the main capital, which is called Valetta. This is the entrance to it, lovely open area. And then the capital itself is divided by a street that runs down to the port with lots of little narrow passages running off either side. Very beautiful, lots of the typical Maltese enclosed balconies everywhere. Lots of tourist shops, very nice. After that we walked to a more open area where there were government buildings and museums. The next step was the Co-Cathedral, one of the highlights of Valetta. Inside, the decoration is truly astonishing, unlike anything I've ever seen. Under the floor of the church lies the tombs of the individual Knights of St. John with their family regalia, etc. on the top. But the highlight of the whole thing was to see probably one of the best or most important pictures in Western art, Caravaggio's beheading of John the Baptist, which is the only picture he ever signed in the blood of St. John the Baptist coming out of his neck, which is quite weird, but pretty much par for the course for Caravaggio. Then we walked to a lovely open area which overlooked the ramparts, if that is what you call it, where there is an important gun ceremony carried out every day, and people queue up to see the gun going off. First thing next morning was a boat trip around the harbour area of Valetta. Very interesting, lots of history about the various fortifications and buildings around it. Lots of luxury yachts, one of the highest number of luxury yachts anywhere in the world apparently.
This hospital is known as the Lazaret. Was a very expensive area property-wise. In fact, some of the beautiful aristocratic houses, like a famous house at Walter Scott, described Valetta during a visit in the year 1831. Anglia. They were repulsed, and the town subsequently received it.
Next morning, another boat trip to see the famous Blue Grotto on the southeast coast of the island. That island was used for target practice by the British. For some reason there were fireworks that evening. Next day we visited the Dome of Mostar, modelled on the Pantheon, the third largest unsupported dome in the world, famous because a bomb came through the top during the war but didn't explode. Then we walked around outside. We then explored lots of back streets, which are quite interesting, and had lunch in a typical restaurant. Then we visited a Roman temple with some beautiful mosaics that are still preserved. Next we visited St Anton's Garden. That's where the Prime Minister lives. Lovely garden, open to the public. Next we visited the ancient capital of Rabat. Very few people live there now, but it's often used for weddings and important events. Lots of fantastically interesting back streets, shops and buildings.